I'm muted, my bad. It's so good to see you guys. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. It is so good to see you guys. So good to see you guys in the building. First, you always know I got to go to the family, the chat. You know that. So the chat, here we go. Stephen Day, salute family, bro. It's good to see you, man. Thank you for being here. Here we go right here. Army of YHWH. Good to have you, man. Good to have you. Good to have you. K Soul, my guy, waiting on my niece to get here. She should be here in a few days. So congratulations to him. Inya, peace, same to you, peace and love. Hey guys, I want to start out by saying to you guys, happy Black History Month to you all. Um, I just want to start out with this little dialogue first because I don't think that for a long time I've been saying since I've gotten older and smarter, and a lot of things have been manifested to me in my mental psyche. I really think that we should really consider not having just a Black History Month. I think Black History is. I saw this clip of Morgan Freeman, and Morgan Freeman was talking about not having a Black History Month. And at first, I'm like, okay, what does this mean? So I had to watch the video in its context. And in the context, he has a great point. He said, why would we have, he said, do you see any other communities having just a history month? No, nobody but us. And then we get the shortest month of the year. And not only do we get the shortest month of the year, they try to put everything, all of our accomplishments in 28 days. And I think that in our community, our children's children need to understand that everything cannot be put in 28 days. Mills, how you doing? How you doing, hon? So we can put everything in 28 days. So I agree with Morgan Freeman that it shouldn't be a Black History Month. I think it should be a Black History Year because we have made so many leaps and bounds. We are responsible for so many inventions and discoveries and surgeries and things of that nature. We are so we are our culture is so we just expanded all over the world. We made so many strides, so many leaps and bounds, guys, and we don't just don't hold on a second. Can you hear me better now, so is it still breaking up a little bit? I want to make sure it's not. All right, if you guys can hear me, there we go. If you can hear me better now. So yeah, so for a long time, we as Black people, we discovered a lot. We've done surgeries, we've been surgeons, we've been discoverers. We discovered things. Half the country. We built the country. When you go to different places in the world, you see these different things built up where Black people have. But I'm gonna hop into this news real quick because I want to get you guys in and out. I don't want to hold you like a Baptist preacher on Sunday. So the first thing I want to talk about, I want to get into real quick. I want to get into, let's see here. We'll discuss these things real quick. I have you out of here. So let's see. Now, our boy is still in the news. Yeah. He ain't backing down. He's not backing down. But the little known Black History fact for today, I want to do that first, is the Birmingham Children's Crusade of 1963. Right? In 1963, we were told in some of the mass meetings that the day would come when we could really do something about all these inequities that we were experiencing, and we were calling it D-Day. That was May the 2nd, 1963. Members Janice Kelsey is one of the thousands of young people who participated in a series of nonviolent demonstrations known as the Children's Crusade in Birmingham, Alabama, during the first week of May 1963. For many African American children in Birmingham, the civil rights movement was already part of their lives. They had witnessed their parents' involvement through mass meetings organized at churches like the 16th Street Baptist Church, while many parents and civil rights leaders were cautious about involving young people in the protest. It turned out that the brave actions of these children helped make the last change in Birmingham at a key turning point in the movement. The goal of the crusade was to use tactics of nonviolence. In early 1963, civil rights leaders in the Southern Christian Leadership Conference and other civil rights groups developed a plan to desegregate Birmingham, a city notorious for its discriminatory practices in employment and public life. Segregation persisted throughout the city, and Black people were only allowed to go to many places like the fairgrounds on colored days. Right? Guys, think about this today. All right, I'm gonna start reading right there, and I wanna talk about what happened that day. The parents did not go. No, no, no. The parents did not go out and protest. No, no, no. There were 5,000 children who took it upon themselves, right? Can y'all hear me? If you can hear me, put a one. If you can hear me, put a one. If it sounds raggedy, tell me that too. If you guys can hear me, please put a one. If you can't hear me, put a two. One if you can hear me, two if you cannot. All right? One if you can hear me, two if you cannot. But I'll continue. So 5,000 children got together, organized, and protested in Birmingham in 1963. They call it the Birmingham Children's Crusade of 1963. Right? Is it sound okay? How about now? Is it better now? Okay, give me just a second. Let me fix it real quick. Give me just a second. All right, how does it sound now, guys? How does it sound now? Is it still distorted? Is it still distorted, guys? Give me a one, and give me a one if you can hear me well. Give me a two if you cannot. Give me a one if you can hear me. Give me a two if you cannot. All right. It said it sounded muffled, so I want to make sure I made some adjustments here. All right. See if I can figure this out. All right, I'm back now. How does it sound now, guys? Give me a one. Give me a one. Okay, I'm sounding good now. All right, can I now? Do you hear it now? How's it sound now? Yeah, we're all entitled to a struggle stream at least once a week. Goodness, no matter how much you put into this stuff and invest, it'll get you. There we go. Now we getting those ones in here. That's what I'm talking about. I think I done figured this thing out now, guys. There we go. So again, real briefly, we can back up for you guys. So anyway, to sum it up real quick, 5,000 children. 5,000 children got together in Birmingham, Alabama in 1963, and they held the Birmingham Children's Crusade of 1963. Right? 1963, guys. Think about that. Think about kids that between the ages of 8 and 13 years old all managed to get together while their mom and dad were scared to lose their jobs. And their mom and dads were at work. These kids got together and said, "We're not going to school today. We're going to stand for something that's bigger than us. We're going to stand for something that's bigger than us." I want to share this picture with you guys because when you go back and look at the pictures of in Birmingham, Alabama in 1963, you've seen water hoses, you've seen dogs being unleashed against people. And for years, a lot of people thought the pictures, let me share this. A lot of people thought the pictures were pictures of adults. It was not pictures of adults. It was not pictures of adults. It was pictures of children who decided to fight for something that was bigger than themselves. And when you hear a lot of old school people, guys, let me blow it up where you guys can see it. I'm gonna go down to the bottom. If you look at this, guys, look at that picture. Those are children. Those are children standing for something that's bigger than themselves. Those are children who said, you know what, enough is enough. between the ages, I'm telling you guys, between 7, 8, 9, up to 13 years old, 14, 15 years old, they decided mom and daddy at work, but we are not doing nothing. We're not going to school today. We're going to organize and we're going to go fight for what we believe in. And these children were sprayed with water. Dogs were unleashed on them. They were hit across the head with sticks and billy sticks by the police. They fought for something. So, guys, this today is our little known Black history fact that when you see these pictures from the water hose in 1963 on D-Day, they called it was the Birmingham Children's Crusade. The number was enormous. The number was 5,000. The kids numbered in 5,000 children, Black children gathered and organized. And you wonder why some of the old school people today, they look like they look ashamed of our children or how our children are today. Do we really believe as a culture that our children today could get together, 5,000 of them could get together and fight for something, fight for rights, fight for equality? And I know because we're living in a time of entitlement. We're living in a time where it's entitlement is at an all-time high. So if you look at if you look down at the bottom at the Birmingham Children's Crusade at 1963, it'll say a pivotal event of the civil rights movement opened the eyes of the nation through the courageous activism of the youngest citizens. And so, guys, that's the little known Black history fact for today. Let's get better as a culture. We got to start fighting for what we believe in. We got to get back to that. Because as long as we sit here complacent, we'll never be able to move forward. We'll never be able to move forward, guys. Never. And I'm passionate about it, as you can see. But let's move on to the news so I can get, like I said, get you in and out of here, man. We're gonna hit it and get up out of here. Because I want you guys to understand, man, we've come a long way, but we can't pause. We have to continue to move forward for rights and what we believe in. So many other organizations are getting it right. So many other organizations are getting what they want. And we are at the lowest of the totem pole when it comes to this. We're at the lowest of the totem pole of getting what we want. All these other organizations that never existed back in the day for people they're getting what they want. They're getting laws passed in their names and their group names, and we're not getting anything, guys. No, we can continue to live like this. We can't. We have to move forward. And I'm gonna and Tuesday on Black Men Unfiltered Network, we're going to talk about when we get our community together, how do we protect it? So make sure you tune in Tuesday at 8:30 Central Standard Time, where we have a lot of intellectual people. They're going to sit down at the Black Men Unfiltered Network table, and we're going to discuss, once we get our communities together, how do we protect it? Because we got to foresee things and we got to talk about things. So moving forward, I'm from Louisiana, and I'm a huge New Orleans Saints fan, right? And I got some news yesterday. I happened to watch we'll go ahead and cover sports right now. To have to watch the Pro Bowl, which it was trash. They're not hitting hard. They're not. I mean, they should give those awards a new incentive or something, right? And so, but today, yes, I mean, let me pull this up. Golly, my boy, my boy. So let's see here. I'm gonna pull him up. I don't want to do this to you, Alvin, but that's what we got to do. We're talking about the news today. So as you can see, the New Orleans Saints running back Alvin Kamara was arrested on battery charges in Las Vegas after playing in the Pro Bowl. And so as I go to the story here, it shows here that let's go down here. It says New Orleans Saints running back Alvin Kamara was arrested Sunday in Las Vegas Metropolitan Police and charged with battery, resulting in substantial bodily harm, and news release from the department said. The investigation began when officers were dispatched to a hospital around 5:50 p.m., where a person was reportedly reporting a battery. The victim reported being battered at a nightclub located at 3500 block of South Las Vegas Boulevard. The release said. Police said their investigation led them to charge Kamara. And so here we go. He was located Sunday and taken into custody without incident. Kamara, 26, was booked into the Clark County Detention Center and posted bail of $5,000, according to the Clark County Detention Center's word. This will be swept under the rug. However, you got to be careful when you're a huge sports fan. I mean, it's a huge sports. Let's see here. I'm looking at something, and so you have to be able to get you some bodyguards. You have to be able to get you some, you got to be able to move yourself away from the crowds. You can't be a person making $30 million, $20 million endorsements, $15 million in endorsements, and put yourself in solo situations. You got to be able to put yourself in position to win at all times. Get you some bodyguards, get you some people around you that's going to protect you, and don't go to places like that. If you want to go to a club, build your own and let people in that you like, that you enjoy being around. Because this man right here could have started it, but at the end of the day, who's going to pay for it? Alvin's going to pay for it. He's going to have to pay a settlement. Do you know some people go into these situations with rich men like this just to get beat across the head? Yeah. Most people run into a fist of a millionaire so they can get paid. Come on now. Alvin, you got to be smarter than this, bro. You got to be smarter than this, bro. Come on, man. You got to be smarter than this. They said Kamara is expected to make his initial court appearance on Monday afternoon. Police said the investigation is ongoing and are asking anyone with information to contact their officer. That means they don't have much. They don't have much. Right? To the chat, B9, thank you for being here. OG Patrice, what it is, red lipstick vibes. It is so good to have you in the building today. Jay Takashi, man, always, brother. We need to do it again. So that's what's going on with our sports today. I got a few more things and we out. So then, I had to go look up my boy here. Spotify says CEO condemns Rogan's use of racial slurs, but also says that the company will not be silencing him. So, babe, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point of him? Because I've heard him talk about nigga this, nigga this, nigga, right? He said he went to go see Planet of the Apes in a black neighborhood, and when he got out of his car, he felt like he was in the neighborhood. He felt like he was in Planet of the Apes, right? Being over there with all those black people, right? Now, I know that Whoopi got her wake-up call, right? And she got suspended for 2 weeks. But you see what Spotify said? They standing by him. Spotify said, we ain't saying nothing to him. We ain't silencing him for what? We're not silencing him. There he is. There he is. Look like a Nebraska alien, don't he? But they're not going to silence him because they're making too much money. Let's go to it here. Daniel Ek, the chief executive of Spotify, addressed Joe Rogan's past use of racial slurs on Sunday night, telling staff in a memo that while he found the comments incredibly hurtful and inconsistent with the company values, he did not believe silencing the podcaster was the answer. X comments come as Spotify faces an unprecedented crisis over Rogan's rhetoric on race and the C word. I ain't gonna say that. That was enveloped in the company in controversy and led to the growing number of recording artists and podcasters abandoning the platform. Rogan, who vowed last week to do better, they always gonna come with an apology, to do better when discussing matters related to the P word, apologized Saturday morning after the video complication of him using the N-word was widely shared on social media. Rogan said he is not he says he's not a racist and he had not used such language in recent years. He admitted in an Instagram video posted to his account that he acted inappropriately through though he had said videos being spread online took him out of context. Rogan conceded, nevertheless, that whenever you're in a situation where you have to say I'm not racist, you fucked up. And clearly, I have fucked up. This is Joe Rogan speaking. Spotify struck a deal in 2020 with Rogan to exclusively carry his immensely popular podcast on its platform. The Wall Street Journal reported the deal was worth more than $100 million. Oh, Lord Jesus. $100 million, guys, to sit and do what we're doing today. And come on, this is another fact for us Black people. You don't think, guys, you know me, and I'm not going to toot my own horn and jump in the oil of the snake, but I know damn well that I can be more interested in Joe Rogan. You give me $100 million, put me on Spotify. I'm gonna I'm gonna drive you down a different avenue of streets in this world. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take you somewhere. I'm gonna show you things that I'm gonna show America, the Black man and the Black woman and the Black family and the Black dysfunction. I'm gonna show you in a way that you've never seen it before. So you get me in there. You put me in position. Give me $100 million, and I will show you what to do with it. I'll show you. And you're right, OG Patrice. All other races of people are on code except us. That is absolutely correct. We're gonna have to follow that up on Tuesday. Guys, make sure if you're here right now, if you've never subscribed and you're just here for the first time, I thank you. Welcome to the Black Men Unfiltered Network family. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Right? In his note let's go back here to the article. In his note to staff Sunday night, which Spotify provided a CNN business, X said to that he would be committing an incremental investment of $100 million for the licensing, development, and marketing of music, artists, and songwriters and audio content from historically marginalized groups. It's unclear, however, whether such action will quell the controversy related to Rogan. Critics have called for far harsher measures, with many calling for the company to fire Rogan. X said Sunday night that Rogan's comments do not represent the values of this company and that Spotify had engaged in conversations with Joe and his team about some of the content in his show, including his history of using some racially insensitive language. Following these discussions, in his own reflection, he chose to remove a number of episodes from Spotify. More than 100 episodes. Now, if you're not racist, why are they moving 100 episodes of your show? As we continue, more than 100 episodes of Rogan's program have been scrubbed from the broadcaster's library. Right? As you can see, India Ari left. Our sister ain't worried about everybody else on there because they probably just doing it for likes and get their music back up. Because those two artists right there, they're retired from music, and I think they want some attention. But India Ari, yeah, she left. She said take all her music off. India Ari got some banging music. So yeah, Joe Rogan. They're gonna stand by him no matter what he says. They said they'll talk to him. Oh, they'll talk to him. Oh, we'll slap him on the wrist, and he's still gonna do it because he just said in the article we've talked to him several times, and he's still going back doing the same thing. He knows he has them by the neck because that $100 million investment and in that contract, I guarantee you, they would have to pay that $100 million out to him, or if they fire him. Great lawyers, guys. Get you great lawyers. Get you some great lawyers. I mean, $100 million, guys. And we're sitting up here arguing with each other on YouTube when we can go out and get this money. $100 million to one man to talk to people all day. I guarantee you, give it to me. I can do the same thing on a larger scale because I'm more well-rounded than Joe Rogan. I guarantee it. So, but I ain't hating on the man. Get your bread, brother. Get your bread. Get bread. All right. Last but not least, guys, let's go ahead and talk about this. Let's see. 1 second. So, state prosecutors mostly avoided race in trying Ahmaud Arbery's killers. Feds won't have that option as hate crimes trial begins today with jury selection. So, yes, so they're going to be held accountable for a hate crime. So I just want, because I ain't gonna spend much time on these guys. Look at them. Oh, y'all didn't have those faces when you were on the back of the truck chasing down a black guy walking through a neighborhood looking through a house that hadn't even been built yet, that was still up with 2x4s and concrete, that a house wasn't even more, and the house wasn't even yours, and you guys all of a sudden want to be neighborhood sheriff department, right, with no license. I know one of these guys was ex-police officer. He knows better. That's why they're going to spend the rest of their life in jail. Look at them. Three Musketeer stunt doubles. You're going to be in jail. All of you would have husbands. And so I don't have anything good to say about these guys for running down a black man and killing them in the middle of a neighborhood. Let them go. Put them. In matter of fact, when they get locked up, I want you to put them in the cell with Big Pookie and Lil Ray. Right? I want you to take all three of these guys and put them in there with Big Pookie, Big Ray Ray. And I want you to tell Big Pookie what them, they already know in jail. Put them in there with Big Pookie and Big Ray Ray. And in a week, the three names here be delicious, tasteful, and abundance of taste. All three of them. Put them in there with them, right? They're going to try them for they double dip it on these guys because they want to make an example out of them. And I'm glad, the system fails us a lot, but I'm glad. I'm so glad that they're going to get them. Oh my God, they're going to get them. And they're going to put them in jail for the rest of their life. And not only did they try them for the murder, now they're trying them for the hate crime to give them more time that they're not going to survive anyway. They'll be dead before they get halfway through their sentence. They're not getting out. Look at them. Y'all see them? Look at them. There they are. There they are. Thought the system was going to be on their side. Yes, they thought the system was going to be on their side. Oh, yes. They're not. They're not on your side. Okay? So, guys, listen, for the movie of the week, I'm not going to do a new movie. I'm going to do an old one, an old but goodie. If you could go to Amazon Prime or anywhere you buy your movies or rent your movies, I want you guys, okay, as we end the show. And again, thank you guys for being here. I have 10 people on right now. I know a lot more will watch later because a lot of people are working. I took a break to do this. I take a break to do this every day. So I want you guys to hit the like button right now. I need the likes to be up. Please hit the like button. I want you guys to go and see this movie. Not go and see it because it's been gone for a long time. It's not been in the movie theater ever for years. But I want you guys to go take a look at it. Now, I will promise you this. This is a spoiler alert. You got the spoiler alert. This film was made in 1959. 1959. Okay, guys? 1959. All right. As you can see, the name of the movie is Imitation of Life. If you've never seen this movie, you've done yourself a disservice. This is the movie, Imitation of Life. Let me zoom it in so you guys can see it. Everybody should see this movie. Now, especially during Black History Month here, we want to make sure we show our children some things that'll help them. This movie is based on colorism, even in the 50s. Even in the 50s. Right? And so I want you guys to go watch The Imitation of Life. Thank you for being here, 7 Mile Awesome Drake, man. It's so good to see you, brother. And so The Imitation of Life, go watch it. Go watch it with your children. Watch it with your loved ones. It's addressing colorism in the world. And I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but I want you to go watch it. And I guarantee you, I don't care if you're a man, woman, boy, girl, nobody is going to go through this movie and not cry. Nobody. I don't care who you are, how tough you are. If you watch this movie, you're going to drop some tears. You're going to shed some. You're definitely going to shed some tears. Definitely going to shed some tears. Yeah, see, OG Patrice, look. OG Patrice says, I saw both Imitation of Life movies, and I like the one with Lana Turner and Juanita Moore. Yeah, OG Patrice, that's the one with Mahalia Jackson singing, right? Yes, yes. That's my favorite one as well. Yes. Let's look at some of these comments here. 7 Mile Awesome Dre said, don't be misled, black man. The government wants to pile on these guys as low-hanging fruit, but won't pass legitimate legislation to protect us from the state-sanctioned murder. Man, come on, you preaching today, Doc. You're preaching today. You're absolutely correct. They'll use certain people. It's not on Netflix, I don't believe. You could check. I'm not sure if it's on Netflix or not, but I know for sure it's on Prime Video. I know for sure. But guys, again, man, thank you for tuning in today. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys get back to work and whatever you were doing. For the guys that came in and supported, thank you. Guys, listen, it's simple. Hit the like button for me right now if you're just coming in. Hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed to this beautiful and wonderful channel that's going to blow up. We'll see you Tuesday at 8:30 Central Standard Time, Friday, 8:30 Central Standard Time. The ladies, Saturday, 12:30 Central Standard Time. Black Men Unfiltered Network is about to do some great things in 2022. And we want you guys to be here to support us. We want you guys to be a part of it. And so we can keep having these discussions about our people, for our people, and thought of our people. All right. So thank you so much for being here today. Go watch The Imitation of Life. It's a great movie. It'll really pull you in and just emotionally. It'll make you think. I watched it when I was a kid. And as I watched it as I was a kid, it became one of those things that stuck with me forever. And that's it. The movie sticks with me forever from beginning to end. So please, guys, go and watch Imitation of Life. Imitation of Life. It'll change your life. All right. So again, thank you guys for being here. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button on the way out. If you want to support Black media, when we close out, you'll be able to see the Cash App on the back screen. It'll be nice to see 50 cents or $1 in there to show some appreciation for the channel. And again, Sir Hell Speaks is in the building. Guys, listen, every day this man has a morning show, just like I have an afternoon show, right? He's the king of the morning. I want to be the prince of afternoon. And so you go over to his show and go over to his platform right now. And let me go ahead and run that. I run that Cash App at the bottom right there if y'all want to support while I'm talking. But go over to Sir Hell Speaks, and when you go to his channel, you'll be able to set your now go ahead and hit that bell now so you can get those alerts. He goes on every morning, right? He has a morning show every morning. So go support that. Hit that subscribe button for him. Also go over to K Soul. K Soul has a page. Go to K Soul. This man is amazing. B9 Nizzle. If you want a black man that can show you something about crypto, show you something about all these different things in the stock market, this man is that man. So please go over right now and go to his page and support him. Right? Right. I want to kick a shout out to Von Bryant for moderating in the chat on today. He does a great job. Go over to Jay Takashi's page, Red Lipstick Vibes. Go over to her page and subscribe because we want to be able to support other YouTube. We want to be able to support other YouTube creators. This is work. We put the work in because we love you guys. We put the work in because we have voices to speak, and we've been speaking to 3 people for so long. It's time to speak to 300 and 400 and 500. And with your help, we can get there. All we got to do is hit that subscribe button. It don't cost you anything. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button, hit that share button. That's important. Hit the share button. Share it with your coworkers. Share it with your family. Share it with your friends. When you come over for the weekend, pull it up and get the laughs, get the serious conversation, and have the debates in your own house because debates and discord, sometimes it gives results. And so sometimes those results are what we need to see. So guys, thank you so much for supporting me, supporting Red Lipstick Vibes, supporting B9 Nizzle, supporting K Soul, Sir Hell Speaks, Jay Takashi, Big Bad Bull. Thank you for your support, and support these guys and support my channel, support their channel so we can become better at this and get this thing done. I love each and every one of you guys, man. You guys are amazing. And until next time, peace.